The Wings of Love, Vol.2, author Kwabena Osei. This lovely book, The Wings of Love, is purposely meant to create awareness. We came into this physical world through love and sex by our parents. We live through the energy of love and sex. When the energy of love and sex fades away, we abandon this physical world. None is exempted from love. Love is our energy for existence. You can try to abstain from love and sex relationships through fear not to be hurt, but is there a possibility to protect your bodily desires and lusts? Definitely not. Each and every one falls short to the power of love. The more you try to protect yourself from not being hurt by false love, the more vulnerable you become to the power of love. It is simply because the root cause of false love is unknown to us. We fall short to distinguish between false love and unconditional love that wears the same coat of love. Love conquers all. Human being's character is not foreseen on his or her forehead. We can be pretentious with false love to others, but our thoughts are visible to Mother Nature. This lovely book, The Wings of Love Vol.2, reveals nature's approval and disapproval of relationships to us. How nature talks to us with mystery, confirmation signs and warning signs when engaged in marriage, love and sex relationships that will eventually result in regrettable moments. Lack of knowledge, people perish. We often hear that love creates agony and misery. Natural love is absolutely perfect and real. Nothing is wrong with love. The ego's mindless love, false love, is the attribute to mankind's miseries in marriages, love and sex relationships. False love nourishes us with the bread of sorrows. Never cast the blame on the power of love. Rather, we should be awakened to free ourselves from mental enslavement by the ego's poisonous mind before offering our life as a ransom sacrifice in the name of love. Engaging in marriages, a love and sex relationship with the ego's dominant mind is nothing but a suicide mission. Unconditional love is the only supreme key by which we can find pleasure in our marriages, love and sex relationships. Natural love nourishes us with the bread of life. Adventurous discovery of the paradise on earth instituted within marriage and love and sex relationship is through the mystery door of unconditional love. We must try to swim in the sea of an unconditional love with our heart. A perfect love knows neither the past nor the future. A perfect love is similar to blindness. Blindness recognizes nothing of beauties or ugliness. Never look at the edge side of materialism when climbing the love mountain, else you will miss the point of knowing what love is. A perfect and natural love comes from the heart. Love and sex companionship must be real, easy and natural. Each and everyone's free-willing and abundant joy of love from the heart that enhances and binds heart to heart, eye to eye and soul to soul for the accomplishment of the profound unification of two souls under the umbrella of unconditional love. Love and sex is the finishing touches to beautify marriage, love and sex relationships. It removes the barricade of fears for the acceptance of each other, for fearless playfulness and the expression of body language in nude. Love and sex is a divine gift. This enables lovers to taste the first heaven instituted by nature within the power of love. It is better to sojourn in the tent of an unconditional love and to die in the arms of the power of love. Love is the beginning of our existence and the end of our existence. Loving with the heart is the true gateway to discover the power of love. Let love song reign supreme when you board love's spaceship. Eventually you will explore the mystery and the unseen planet of love that most people failed to discover with the ego's mindless love. The power of love goes beyond borders. It can transform everything to light. All that is needed in marriage, love and sex relationships is unconditional love. The byproduct of unconditional love is perfect peace and everlasting prosperity. The power of love conquers all. Lack of awareness, mankind has become a destructive element on Mother Earth. Alike we are strangers and enemies to ourselves. We ignorantly and constantly ignore the sacred voice and its sacred directions meant for our safety and happiness. Instead we obey the ego's voice and its dictates. This consistently leads us to end up in regrettable moments, regardless of most of our choices. The directive of the false voice within us from the ego is not for our benefit. The ego feeds itself with the pains and agonies that it drags us through. It is like the blind person driving a vehicle, definitely. Danger or a disaster is inevitable. Thus, failure to understand the sacred voice when choices are inevitable You end up by inflicting pains not only to yourself but to others as well. My major preoccupation is to create awareness to enlighten mankind to avoid the repetition of atrocities caused in the name of love through our negligence and mishandling of love and sex relationships and marriages. It is unquestionable we can't deny or exempt ourselves from love and sex relationships. Obviously, it is our nature and the energy of our existence. Through a perfect awakened state, knowing ourselves and following the sacred voice guidance, we can avoid many mishaps in marriages, love and sex relationships. This will enable us to find pleasure in marriages, love and sex relationships to create a perfect and unify families with dignity and respectful societies. My major pride is to see that everyone is enlightened with awareness, affirmative and admitting that he or she is created authentic and unique. Engaging in marriage, love and sex relationships must be a self-free will with unconditional love. We must live and love one another, but once you recognize being on the wrong path in relationships, it is the same free will you must draw the curtains down to avoid further destruction. Do not and never admit to be someone's brand new second-hand lover, only to be used when there is a necessity. Do not follow someone's dictates and theories in marriage, love and sex relations. Never let yourself lose to be trotted and be kicked as a football by a disrespectful human monster, by transforming your life into the living hell by the mercy of false love and sex relationships. Just be by thyself and be awakened. Repick up the pieces of yourself and start all over again. Once there is freedom and life, everything is possible. Just do away with the degree of fear and the false preconceived idea that without someone you can't live or survive. You are created authentic and unique. Nature creates no duplicate. Only trust thy feelings, believing it is a sacred voice instituted in you as a compass or directions to avoid miscalculating and missing your divine path. Just give a little kick to yourself to awaken the being in you. It is always waiting for your one step forward for the exploration of the mysteries of the unknown planet of love through the power of love. Love is absolutely freedom of expression in reality of the charisma, passion and unconditional love within our interior world. It is through unconditional love we can find pleasure in life, marriage, love and sex relationship to acclaim the first heaven bewitching marriage institution. Love and sex is purely a divine gift. Follow nature's directions and step over the ghost of fears. Unconditional love is absolutely fearless. Let the sweet melody of love songs reign supreme in your daily activities, and you will be undefeated in all battles waged against your matrimonial home and relationships by the negativity and its agents. We are human beings. Mistakes are inevitable. Discovering you are with a wrong partner and life is at risk, do not let yourself down to be used as rotten clothes, only to be used when there is nothing available. Do not surrender to any agent of negativity, to be manipulated in love and sex relationships because of insecurity and fears. Surrendering to such a human monster in love and sex relationship is equal to digging your own grave for a premature death. When one door is closed behind us, another door is widely opened. With courage and taking risks at appropriate times for new adventures, discoveries is all that makes life beautiful. Let the power of love and nature's directives be your amour and guide. Trust yourself. There is no one capable of creating a paradise for you. The sacred key for the transformation of your life into an absolute paradise is in your own hands. Peace and love. Get the full story from KOCDoctrinesandpublications.com.